on wheels, crossing the country in record time with great style and comfort. It is a distinct interpretation not done at this scale by any other railway museum anywhere. Most of these rare cars are filled with beautiful but extremely fragile, inlaid and highly varnished paneling in Honduran mahogany, black walnut, or Circassian walnut. Additional attributes are the stained and beveled glass, brass and bronze fixtures, deep wool carpets, and plush upholstery are what make these tours unparalleled. There is also an extensive railway, china, silverware, and glassware exhibit that you will see in the dining car Argyle, and the textiles such as blankets and linens in some of the sleeping cars. Due to security for the fragile and valuable interiors, casual browsing is not possible, so guides must take you through the cars on a set schedule. The train's display area is also restricted due to construction, so please make your way back to this area using the signs and stay out of restricted areas. If you have booked a grand tour, you will see all of the cars accessible at this time. If you have booked portions of the grand tour, your guide will indicate when your tour is complete and how you are to return to the ticket and gift shop area. Your ticket also contains some historic information on each car to refer to as your tour proceeds. We cannot usually add you to other tours once you have started, since others may be joining sections of the tour along the way, and the maximum of 10 per group cannot be exceeded due to restricted spaces in some of the cars. Each tour section features special groupings of cars that tell a distinct story. Most of the cars belong to authentic sets of equipment that were designed to travel in a certain sequence of cars, such as the complete original set of the 1929 Trans-Canada Limited, a deluxe hotel on wheels in the Art Deco style, or the 1907 Sioux Spokane Train Deluxe of a generation earlier during the Art Nouveau era. All information is provided by automatic audio units operated by the guide. Due to scope and detail of the information required, plus the demands on the voices of the guides over a whole day of tours, these audio units are the only way to give consistent, accurate, historical information heard clearly by all in the group. You will see cars that are original, restored, or are in the long and expensive process of stabilization, conservation, and restoration. All, however, tell a distinct part of the story of travel aboard classic trains of the golden age of travel. Use your tour to experience the interior architecture and design of the cars. Look around at the details such as the inlaid, varnished panels, lights, furniture, stained glass, carpets, upholstery, brass and bronze fixtures, while each audio is playing. Please keep conversation with others at a whisper to avoid disrupting the audio for the entire group. Once the tour has started, it cannot be interrupted. Leaving a tour early can only be done at certain points along the tour, and it can be quite confusing for people to find their own way out of the cars. Please advise your guide of emergency circumstances, but never leave a tour on your own. As the length of walk can be considerable, please ensure that your entire group is able and ready to walk distances in the time schedule that you have booked. The tour schedule is based on years of experience gained by hundreds of thousands of visitors to this museum. It's about right for most, although some with keener interest might prefer a longer tour. We ask that you keep up with the pace of the tour as set by the schedule. Delays are inconvenient to all and could cause a tour to be shortened if it affects the overall schedule. Your guide may only have preliminary knowledge of the cars, and the schedule does not permit them to discuss much during the tour or at the tour's end. Detailed questions may therefore be beyond their knowledge, and the museum discourages guides from giving information that may be inaccurate or misleading. Extensive research has been done on the special trains at this museum, and this information often differs from other more familiar trains of those time periods. Historical inquiries may be taken by reception staff at the end of the tour, and our curator will try to answer as time permits. We also welcome pertinent written historical information and constructive criticism on forms provided at the ticket area. The most detailed historical material is on our extensive website at trainsdeluxe.com, which contains hundreds of pages of text and photos. As we grow, there will be more consoles in the waiting area to answer general to very detailed questions that are outside the tours. There are other heritage interests at the museum and in Cranbrook, so see more information in the entrance hall. Of particular interest is the Cranbrook History Gallery located on the lower level of the historic freight shed near the main washrooms, and the free self-guided tours of heritage areas in Cranbrook. All ticket holders are presented with a tour map. For your safety, please keep smaller children by the hand at all times and watch your step between the cars and on occasional staircases. Most of the furniture is original and should not be used, but your guide will note where sitting is permitted in the cars. Please now see the ticket agent at the front desk, who will now explain where and when you will begin your guided tour. Check the tour start number on your ticket to see that it coincides with the sign at the waiting point. Thank you for your patronage and enjoy your tour, a rare glimpse into a golden railway age.